Hey, basketball coaches and players who are looking to run the triangle offense this year, this is a video on how you can initiate and start the triangle offense with your team. So to start really quickly, what does the triangle offense look like? Well, it generally looks like this. We have two post-type players with a forward at the top. We have two guards on this side who are also making a triangle. So essentially, there is a three triangles on the court. Now, to initiate this movement, this is essentially what it's going to look like. We'll have player one dribbling down the court. It could be player two, it doesn't really matter. But we're already going to have a post player down in the low post, in the mid, or in the high post. From there, what we are going to have is player one pass over to player two. We are then going to have player three move to the point, and player four is going to be moving roughly in that mid-range area. At this point in time, player one needs to make his way down into this corner. And to get to that corner, there's a couple of different ways what he could do. He could do the very basic pass to the wing guard, and then he can cut down towards the low corner. Really quickly, just to understand what I'm talking about, this is the point, this is the wing, this is the corner, this is the high post, mid post, low post. This can obviously be ran on the other side as well. You would just obviously just flip what I just did. Now, there's also a few other different options to be able to get to that corner. So another option is for player one to pass to player two, act like he's about to screen for player two, but instead pop down towards that corner. That is another option. A third option is to pass to player two and then run around the outside following your pass down into that corner. That's another option. And then another option on top of all of that is for player one to pass to player two, cut down and around player five, and then pop out towards this corner. Sometimes you could even use player five as a screen to possibly get an open shot. So that is the most basic way to initiate the triangle offense. But we're talking about all of the different ways on how you can initiate the triangle offense. So this next part is if you don't want your point guard down in the corner and you want maybe a shooter, this is another option. So now instead of player one going down towards the corner, we can have player one pass to player two, and now have player three cut through, either straight through, like almost like a high cut, or cut underneath player five, possibly using him as a screen, and player one would then go towards the point. And then another option is player one passes to player two, player four goes down where he would initially be, set that screen for player three using player five as a staggered screen, and then popping out into that triangle. Now, if you want to be really big on one side, possibly you're playing up against a very tall zone, what you could do instead now is have player one pass over to player two, have player four cut through, possibly using player five as a screen, player three going down towards the mid post, and player one playing the point, player five going up towards the mid post, and now you have initiated that screen one more time. Now you could do something like a strong side fill. Now with a strong side fill, what you could do now is have player one still pass to player two. However, this time player five pops out and player three moves down, player four playing that mid post and player one playing the point. Now you would do this if you had a center who was a very good three-point shooter and a couple of forwards who could still post up. Maybe if they have a height advantage against the players who are guarding them, maybe you're playing up against a man-to-man defense, this would be a great option. You can also do what's called a dribble entry, which is when you've got player two who moves down towards that corner and player one then dribbles towards that free throw line extended, or also called the wing, and then you can set up the triangle that way as well. Sometimes this works really well because now you can set a back screen for player two who can then cut towards the rim. Sometimes that's a great option to run when doing the dribble fill or dribble entry fill. So if you're looking to run the triangle offense, there is how you can initiate different triangle plays to at least start your offense going. I hope that this video has helped you understand the triangle offense a bit better. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.